to win. Imagine you just set yourself up for success. You open up your fridge, it's set up for success. You open up your calendar, it's set up for success. You open up your relationship, it's set up for success. You open up your YouTube, it's set up for success. You open up your phone book, your contacts, it's set up for success. People are walking around, brother, and they're setting themselves up for failure. They wake up, they're on their phones till 12 in the bed scrolling. They don't study, they don't learn, they don't self-develop. Imagine you made it so hard to lose that winning was just kind of like inevitable. So set up the systems in your life. If you're trying to lose weight, don't have junk food inside of your fridge. Get rid of it. Just have the essentials and the whole foods that you need so that you're not tempted. Half of the battle is the temptation. Half of the battle is going through do you know how much energy is expended in the battle of things that you're supposed to purge from your life? Just get rid of them completely. Don't even have them in your mental real estate, and focus on making it so hard to lose that it becomes easy to win. People are...
Woo! Rise and shine, dreamers. Good morning, good morning. Hope everyone had an amazing start to the day so far. Happy Tuesday. My voice is just about gone. We've been on calls non-stop for these past couple weeks, past couple months. So bear with me. But as always, I have a phenomenal topic, short and sweet, to go ahead and get into today. And this is going to be the 7 causes of mediocrity. And this is coming from Tony. He did this training years ago, and this one always stuck with me. So I think it's a perfect time to go ahead and get into this right before we dive into 2025. I'd love to see it. Johnny, Jojo, Dreamers, it is amazing to see everybody. So let's go ahead and get into the day. I know everybody is busy. We've got a lot of abundance flowing. So let's go ahead and dive in to the 7 causes of mediocrity. Let me know what's everybody grateful for coming into the day. Let's get this chat flowing with some gratitude, and let's get started. Mediocrity. Love it. Awesome, awesome. Grateful to be alive. So thankful for the family, for the dream team, for the community, for the knowledge. You know, we just got back from Vegas, had a chance to go ahead and listen to the president, some of the top leaders, and really just soak in a lot of game, you know, and really get a lot more clarity on how early we are in the positioning. You know, I tell you guys all the time, 80% of millionaires did one thing, and they just caught a trend before everybody else. And that is exactly what it is that we're doing here. So let's go ahead and dive into the 7 causes of mediocrity. I'm telling you, this is huge, because when you know these 7, you won't be able to look at your day-to-day life the same. So here we go. Number 1, the first cause for anybody, and this is also in The Strangest Secret. If you've ever heard of Earl Nightingale, phenomenal audio to go ahead and fall asleep to. He talks about this very in depth as well. Number 1, they say it's called the rear view mirror syndrome. Okay. Now, everybody get this visual. When you're driving in a car, there's 2 different, basically, essentially windows or mirrors to look at, right? We have a huge dashboard, and then right above that, what do we see? We have a tiny little mirror. And isn't it interesting? Can you imagine if we were driving down the highway and we were trying to drive staring in the rear view, how tough would that be to get to where we're going? Can you imagine traveling different states on the highway only staring in a rear view mirror? Eventually, we're going to hit something. Eventually, we're going to crash. But this is how most people are actually living their life. Again, this is why they say many live till 75, but they pass at 25 because they're so stuck looking in the rear view of life that they haven't taken time to actually sit down and look forward, create a vision, create something exciting ahead. And if we look back too long, we're going to keep crashing into life. We're going to keep stubbing our toe. We're going to keep stubbing into upsetting things. And this is what it felt like for me getting out of college. I had no job. I'm $30K in debt. I'm living out of my car. Nothing is going right. And I kept looking in the rear view. My sister passed. Nothing is working out in my favor. Until I finally actually sat down and I started creating a conscious future, looking out the dashboard, looking out into the future. So this is huge. This is exactly what it's going to take coming into 2025. So whatever happened in the past, the negativity, the things that didn't work out so well, this is all a part of the story. And to create an in-depth future is always about redesigning. If there's one, Brian Carruthers talked about it. He talked about this on Sunday. He said, if there's one constant thing in life, it's going to be rebuilding. Change is something that none of us can run away from. So we're always going to be rebuilding. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be a lack of purpose. A lack of purpose. Why do we wake up every day? Why is it that some people can wake up every day and it seems like they're waking up anxious, stressed out, worried about what might happen in the future? And then you have somebody else who wakes up every day. It's almost like they're beating their alarm clock before they ever get up in the morning. Drop a 3 down below. You guys ever been there? You ever were working on a project, something so exciting, you couldn't wait to get up in the morning? Maybe it could be you were training for sports. You were training for an event. You were getting a license for a degree. Whatever it may be, there's things in life that we could not wait to get up for. Some of you, it's Christmas. As a child, you couldn't wait to get up in the morning for Christmas. Bob Proctor talks about this is the exact way to live life. What if we woke up every day like it was Christmas? Every day like a snow day. Every day work is canceled. You're able to go live the life that you want. How freaking cool would that be? Well, that's how life is designed to be. But there's a process. There's a system to be able to get there. You see, most people work the 9 to 5, but when it comes to the 5 to 9, this is what we've been doing. We've been building our dreams instead of just taking time to build somebody else's. And this is purpose. For those that say they're too tired, they're not ready to put in the hours, when you have your purpose aligned, you get a whole nother exertion of energy because you realize we're doing something outside than just ourselves. You see, we might not do something for just us, but I bet you might do something for your mother or maybe for your grandmother. Maybe for somebody that you love, you might stay up late and wake up earlier. This is where purpose comes. When my sister passed, it became a lot bigger than just myself. I wanted to be a light. I wanted to be a beacon of hope that somebody can go through hell and back and you can go out and achieve a massive amount of success, impact, and a life of time freedom, believing in yourself. So that's number 2. Number 3 is going to be isolating incidents. Drop a 5 if you guys have known somebody that if they're driving and somebody cuts them off and they get pulled over, they're going to be angry for the whole next week. They're going to be still talking about it a month down the line. Somebody cut me off a week ago and they're still talking about it. So little situations can turn into mountains, turning mountains into molehills. Number 4 is lack of accountability. Accountability is huge when it comes to not just the gym, same thing with success. So one of the biggest things that I could give anybody is to find an accountability partner, especially on a 90-day run, or even when it comes to working out anything in life. Having be able to have somebody watch you, guide your back is everything. Number 5. The circle of influence. They talk about how crucial our starting 5 is. Obviously, we talk about that all the time. Same thing with this 90-day stretch. Who are we going to be surrounded by? What are we listening to? What type of events are we going to go and learn? Are we joining different BNIs, right? Even for myself, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm adding on to my circle of influence. And number 6, 2 more, stick with me. 6 is going to be personal development. One of the biggest causes of mediocrity is right here. For some, it's very hard to stay focused long enough to be able to manifest the things that we're looking to have, right? This is why we fall asleep to audios. This is why every single day we're getting around mentors. We're getting around those that already have this success. So we're locked in. The goals are aligned with every action that we do. And last but not least, number 7 is lack of urgency. When you look at the successful, when you look at people that are really compressing times, it's because their sense of urgency. They're moving what somebody would do in 6 months. They're doing it in a 1-month time frame. So if you want to go ahead and really take a leap coming into 2025, it's going to take all 70 of these things. Having a different sense of urgency, being able to get out of the rear view mirror. Shane, it's good to see you, brother. Getting out of the rear view mirror syndrome, identifying the purpose, isolating incidents, easing back in. I love to see it, brother. Sending blessings over to you and the family. Absolutely. The accountability, changing the circle of influence, aligning with the PD just like we're always plugged into, and having an extreme sense of urgency moving into 2025. So I love you, fam. I appreciate you. Anything you need, I'm here for you every step of the way. But this is it. This is 7 causes of mediocrity that anybody grows through and goes through. So if you need anything, don't be afraid to reach out. You have a team, you have accountability, you have partners, you have a community that's like-minded, all here to collectively grow as a team. So let's go out, make it happen, fam. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. And my last message, we're actually doing a toy drive. So if you guys have anybody that is in need of toys, anybody that is struggling for the holidays, feel free to reach out. Let me know. We've literally got people coming in here right now to go ahead and get some toys. Check it out. We've got a whole toy drive, toys for tots, toys for kids. So it's amazing to see. I love giving back during this time of year. So you guys have anybody? We got your back. Have an amazing day. Let's go out and keep these dreams flowing. It's game time. Let's go.